Would I be the a-hole if I cancel the Airbnb reservation a week before the trip so that my mother-in-law can't come for the holidays? These are the relevant people in this story. Me, my husband Paul, my mother-in-law Angie, and my husband's brother Jake. Angie has a good heart, but she seems to have a problem with boundaries. Angie's relationship with Jake is tense, but Angie adores Jake's kids. 2 years ago, my husband and I flew to Jake's town to spend the holidays. Angie booked an Airbnb for herself, Paul, and me without asking us. It was a thoughtful gesture. Money is tight for Angie, so she booked a cheaper place with only one bed and said she would sleep on the couch. Paul has a good job, and we can afford to spend more. Paul asked Angie to cancel the reservation, and he booked a different Airbnb with 2 bedrooms. That trip was difficult. Angie's relationship with Jake was deteriorating, and she was stressed about it. She said some unkind things to me, and I felt uncomfortable in the Airbnb. This year, we are traveling to Jake's town for the holidays again. Angie offered to book the Airbnb. Paul and I had a long conversation about whether to stay with Angie. Ultimately, we decided to do it, and Paul booked an Airbnb early so that Angie wouldn't book something else. And in July, Angie visited Jake, and they had an argument. Jake told Angie that he needed a break. He still lets her talk to his kids, but Angie and Jake stopped speaking. About a month ago, Angie told Paul she was seeing someone and she was thinking about bringing him for the holidays. Paul said he was not comfortable with that because, 1, she said the relationship was not yet serious. 2, he was worried about having someone new around Jake's kids. And 3, it did not seem like a good idea for the holidays. Angie seemed to accept that. Yesterday, Paul called Angie about something else. Angie dropped that things with her boyfriend are now serious, and she is planning to bring him for the holidays. Paul told Angie that he needed to think about it. Angie pressured Paul to talk about it until Paul had to say,
I do not want to have this discussion with you right now.
Angie mentioned that she and her boyfriend might be able to stay with her friend if Paul was not comfortable. Angie did not acknowledge the other reasons Paul had said he was uncomfortable, or that Paul paid for the Airbnb. I do not feel comfortable staying with a man I have never met, but I could make it work. Honestly, it's not even about that for me. I'm upset about how Angie has handled all of this. We are still able to cancel the Airbnb to get a refund. However, if Angie can't stay with her friend, which I think is very possible because it's holidays, she might not be able to afford a last-minute hotel. Angie would not be able to come. Would I be the a-hole for canceling the Airbnb reservation a week before the trip? I want to cancel even if Angie says the boyfriend won't come.